Welcome back to The Outdoor Catholic. This video is intended for anyone who's interested in joining the Catholic Church. So if you're looking for something real and meaningful in your life, not just a social identity, then you've come to the right video. You know, someone once said, we spend more time and energy focusing and saving for retirement than we do saving for eternity. And there's a lot to be said about that. In Matthew 6, Jesus said, do not store up for yourself treasures on earth, where moth and decay destroy, and thieves break in and steal. But store treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor decay destroys, nor thieves break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. You know, that line really challenged me. It made me think, where is my heart putting all of its trust? And that's a question you may ask yourself as well. If you make the commitment to join RCIA or OCIA, which is the Order of Christian Initiation for Adults, this is the program the church offers to adults who are wanting to become Catholic. And by the way, if you're curious, you can start the program, but you don't have to know everything from the beginning. You know, during the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus teaches that if we spend all of our time, energy, and effort on serving ourselves with material possessions and worldly good, that we have no time to serve God and to serve others. It's really a matter of where do we place our trust? Where is our heart based? You know, Jesus really isn't talking just about money. He's talking about what you trust and what you're willing to live for. If your desires and your heart are set on serving yourself with material possessions, and this is where you spend the majority of your time, then you'll most likely become attached to your possessions, which may lead to worry, anxiety, and being overly protective. When we worry too much about our jobs, our possessions, our finances, and we worry about our future, we have little time to focus on our spiritual lives, what really matters. So imagine you have a 100-acre farm out in the country, and you get to enjoy this beautiful farm on the evenings and on the weekends. You look forward to it all during the week because you get to escape your work life, your home life, and it's really quite a beautiful place to visit. You enjoy a lot of time riding four-wheelers. You even enjoy mowing the grass on your tractor for hours and hours. And it's really quite a beautiful place. It's really something that you want to share and show to others. When you're not there, you begin to worry about the house, who might be trespassing, breaking in, who might be walking on your grounds. You become so concerned that you install web cameras so you can monitor your property 24/7. This even leads to sleepless nights where you begin to worry and have anxiety over who might be trespassing on your property. So, in case you haven't guessed it, that used to be me. And I really didn't see the signs for quite a long time. But I should have known better when my daughter was not happy that I missed a few of our volleyball games. My wife complained that we didn't go out to dinner with some of our friends. And I even got behind on some of my chores at home. But I was really enjoying this beautiful place. My heart was there. My mind and spirit were at the farm. So I kept reading Treasure in Heaven from Matthew 6 over and over. The words, where your heart will be also, just kept ringing in my ears. Where your heart will be also. And it started to get to me. I started to understand. I realized that I wasn't just losing time, I was losing my place with God. And I had started to treat my farm like it could never be taken away from me. But what I really realized was that God could never be taken away from me. You know, Jesus said to place your identity in something that can't be lost, stolen, or something that rusts. He said to build a life on a solid foundation of serving others. He also said that a change of heart comes from the inside, and it's not something that you can show off to others. So a few years ago, my wife and I made the difficult decision to sell the farm. It was not easy to do, especially since I spent many hours working, making the place very beautiful. And we even downsized our primary residence so that we could start to move a lot of the things and stuff out of our lives. We sold a lot of our furniture, We donated a lot of clothing items to charity, and basically we were cleaning our lives from a lot of the unnecessary stuff. So today my wife and I are able to spend more time with friends and family, and we're able to help out more in our church community. And when I look back, God was speaking to me in more ways than one. He was literally calling me back home. So when you sign on to join the Catholic Church, you can't do it alone. You're entering a community of believers who want to share God's love and find strength in following Him. You get to experience the joy of the Mass and the joy of the sacraments. You're part of a community that focuses on serving others with love, kindness, mercy, and forgiveness. If you want to ask questions, OCIA or RCIA is the place to start. You can come even if you don't feel ready. Jesus is calling us to treasure that which can't be stolen, and that is His love. God bless.